Hi everyone. Today I would like to review a book titled Mossad: The Greatest Missions of the Israeli Secret Service. This book is authored by Mikhail Bar-Zohar and Nissim Mishal. Mikhail Bar-Zohar is a historian and a politician. He was also a member of the Israeli Defense Forces and participated in 4 Israeli-Arab wars. Nissim Mishal is a foremost TV personality and also a reporter to the Washington Post. He has also authored several other books of the same genre. The Mossad is the National Secret Service Agency of Israel. It is compared to the likes of USA's CIA, the Russian KGB, the British MI6, and India's Research and Analysis Wing, RAW. It has several sister organizations, out of which one is Amman, which is a military intelligence unit, and the second is the Shabak, which is the domestic intelligence unit. The organization was founded by David Ben-Gurion in the year 1949, and he was also Israel's first prime minister. Over the years, this organization was headed by legendary figures like Rafi Eitan, Meir Dagan, Iza Harel, Yitzhak Hoffi, to name a few. They were referred to as the Ramsads, which in Hebrew means the boss. As one goes on reading this book describing the real-life, nail-biting exploits of these agents across the globe from 1949 to 2012, it makes us wonder, why is the Mossad such a formidable force, even though it arises from such a small country, geographically speaking? The answer to this lies in the fact that Israel, right from its inception, was surrounded by countries who were sworn enemies of this nation, likes of Syria, Egypt, Lebanon, Iran, to name a few. Another reason is the fact that most of these elite operatives had a personal score to settle or avenge for a personal loss. Most of them had lost their parents, grandparents, siblings, or near and dear relatives to the gruesome Nazi Holocaust, and for them, achieving mission objectives for their motherland was extremely liberating. It was a form of self-redemption from their gruesome past. These emotions are depicted brilliantly in this book. The evolution of this hidden network of spies, methods of intelligence gathering, and espionage activities, which was initially based on sheer courage and deceptive tactics used by individual agents, to the modern era wherein technological advancements in cyber encryption and identity tracing has made it difficult, extremely difficult I would say, to leave enemy territory without leaving a trace. This has led to a few failed missions and disturbed the Mossad's reputation internationally. The authors take time to describe why these missions failed and what went wrong. One of the most legendary operations of the Mossad, codenamed the Wrath of God, it was to avenge the death of 11 Israeli athletes in the 1972 Munich Olympics. The chilling details given by the authors describe how each of those perpetrators were brought to justice. They were murdered in cold blood, and the agents escaped enemy territory without leaving a trace. This shows that Israel will never forgive nor forget any of its enemies. The second is the heroic exploits of capture of Adolf Eichmann. Adolf Eichmann was a Nazi SS veteran, and he was responsible for the murdering of thousands of Jews. He was captured in Argentina and brought back to Israel. A trial was held right in front of their eyes, and he was executed in their own homeland. Another facet of the Mossad ideology, which described vividly in this, is the operation of expatriation of Ethiopian Jews, who were severely exploited, tortured, raped, and murdered in the African nations. The Mossad, along with the Israeli Defense Forces, risked everything to bring them back to their homeland, Israel. It justified the fact that race and color was immaterial. What mattered the most to the Israelis was the fact that Jewish lives across the globe must be saved. These are the short descriptions of some of the Mossad operations given in this book, and it gives the impression to the reader that the Mossad, or Israel in general, would risk everything to bring back Jewish expatriates to the promised land. This book takes us through the standard operation procedure of the Mossad, and one fact becomes very clear. Routine is the biggest enemy for any agent. If a routine is set, then it acts like a time bomb. Sooner or later, you will be captured and you will be executed. The basic skeleton of operational directives set by the command is that the Mossad generally forms 3 teams. The first team arrives enemy territory, identifies the target, knows his or her routine, and also sets up escape plans. The second team, which is called the hit team, is the one which completes the mission and are the first to leave. they execute the target beautifully. The third team is involved in covering up the traces and minimalizing collateral damage. This modus operandi, which I deducted personally after reading this book, was very interesting to decipher. Lastly, why would I like to recommend everyone to read this book is the fact that it gives a clear, vivid, and real life account of one of the best spy agencies in the world. And after each chapter, it makes the reader understand the fact that trust is always a bigger and a better complement than love. There are many people whom we might love, but very, very few whom we might trust. And if trust is compromised at any point, then the entire mission is compromised. You might even end up losing your own life. The authors were also successful in proving the fact that the Mossad is undoubtedly one of the best in the business, and their arms are far, wide, and sharp. And if you are on their blacklist, or I would say if you are caught on their radar, then they will find you and they will execute you. Each page of this book drives this fact clearly. Lastly, I hope you will enjoy reading this book as much as I did. Thank you so much.